I'm Hannah. This is my sister Emma again.
How's it going?
This video is a little bit different.
Careful how you hit the table. It's shaking.
Shake-a-lakin', shake-a-lakin'. So this one is in the theme of Get Ready With Me. Tarot themed. Now, if anyone's not familiar with tarot cards, I'll pull mine right here. This one's called the Inspirational Tarot Deck there. Emma actually gifted these to me. It's kind of like a wives' tale, old wives' tale, that you have to be gifted tarot cards. That's not necessarily true. You can buy them yourself. I think with the modern times, you know, people, you know, it's good to just be introduced to spirituality. However, you have to be introduced to it. You know, people, you know, it's good to have access to it. So that's why it's kind of aged out. But
they're really cool decks. We got them off of Etsy. There's really good buyers there. The communication is great. I find with the reviews, it is really helpful to leave a review, especially like on when it's private sellers, you know, and like I think mine are still coming, and it's coming all the way from the Ukraine, so
yeah, Emma's even getting her own deck, and these ones, so I'll show, actually I think on the bottom I just saw it, this is my birth card, so it's kind of cool. Birth date has a tarot card associated, but mine's the sun. So her artwork is based off of the Rider Waite. If I'm saying that wrong, please, you can correct me, I don't mind. It's like that. And every card's like that, and I'm going, the next card's death. It's not that scary, but it just looks scary. But like, even the death card is still really cute. And they have different symbols. Here, I'll pull the next one, 8 of Cups. So that's kind of, if you're not familiar with tarot, that's what it is. It's cards that have symbols, and it's based off of that person's, the tarot reader's intuition and the spirit guides. So
that they work with. You actually have to bond with your deck as if it's like this real world. For people that might need to think of something more tangible, it is like a relationship with a person. So you do talk to them. You know, if you are spiritual, you kind of already understand that about communicating with the other side. But if not, it's like you're talking to a person.
Right. So. And that's kind of what the theme is today. But at the same time, we do have to leave to go somewhere. Just get started with the Get Ready With Me Tarot Edition. Boom!
All right, so you'll realize throughout the whole thing, Hannah's taught me everything I know about makeup. She's very good at makeup. I really take pride in face makeup. I'm not saying I'm professional, but that is where I really make sure that I put my effort. And if I'm doing it wrong, I don't really care. I also ruined her foundation stick accidentally. I smashed that shit pretty bad. I
just kind of accepted it. If anybody has a younger siblings, you're kind of like, you're just like, at some point, you accept
Tot.
It looks like peanut butter.
I feel good?
No, it feels like peanut butter.
It's like you just accept at some point they're going to like kind of ruin it, or it's like fated that they're going to like oopsie poopsie, and it's like, oh, okay, whatever, you're gonna buy me a new one. Especially like,
you know, but kids, this is fun because it's like painting but on your face, but they use markers. Why don't you just give them something that's safe for their face for funsies? I think that would be cool. Like, you know, like obviously they have kids makeup, but I don't think the colors are up to par, but I don't know. Maybe there's some other stuff I don't know. I do not have a human child.
Oh, and just to let you know, I'm doing like, this is actually how I do my makeup anyway, but just for time's sake, because Get Ready With Me's, I get it now why some beauty gurus, like, they do half their eyebrow, or they don't do any eyebrows, or they do half their eye makeup.
Or if they're Huda Beauty, they shave half of theirs off.
Yeah.
Or wasn't that fake?
She's fake, yes. But I'm gonna only do half on camera, also for my sake, and then also for your sake, so you can see kind of what my technique is, and then I'm just gonna get it done. Get her done, right, Emma?
Yes, ma'am.
Get that shit done, because I'm doing her eyebrows, because, you know, Emma has some very luscious eyebrows, and, you know, it's okay. I think if I could have somebody do my own eyebrows and have them come out just, like, flawless, I would, too.
I could do it, but it just makes them look so freaking bushy, which I don't care if, like, the inside, the middle is a little bit bushy, but when I do it, I just feel color, and it does not look like, you know, like, exact. So, I trust Hannah's judgment with that. Even the plucking adventures where she plucks my actual skin.
Oh, Emma, do you want to tell them what products you're using? I'll try my best.
What am I using?
I'm going to keep these all in a basket, and then I'll try to put them in the description. I'll be a good guru in case you are curious.
She's gonna have to be prompting me the whole time, which you'll also see, because that's why she's...
Maybe I'll just do that, because I know we're chatty Cathy's, you know, we both have Geminis. I have a Gemini rising, so...
And I just found out I have both ADHD and ADD.
And I have ADD as well, so...
Conspiracy is what we think. I think it's a Gemini thing to have that. That's my opinion.
Yeah, but Sagittarius is a big adventurer, too, so... You can't also live with fire signs, like... It's also
that's just what I've noticed as a correlation for our household. But
the thing is, it's very much genetic. But the thing about ADHD, Emma, this is about tarot, not ADHD. Let's focus. This is exactly what I'm saying.
No, I'll say we go.
No, ADD. This is the thing about ADD. I'm even getting off track. Tarot. Let's bring it back to tarot.
Okay. Oh wait, I'm using.
Emma, how do we introduce ourselves?
Wait, you said what am I using? I'm using Wet n Wild Oh my gosh. Wet n Wild Photo Focus Stick Foundation in Shell Ivory. It's fair and cool. Now you can say it. Yeah, sorry, we got off on tangents.
Okay,
I started.
Back to tarot, just because I'm sure I was the reason that we got off on a tangent. Probably. Tarot, how I was introduced to it. I have a good friend on here. She started her YouTube, or she's going to, Dana. She has her own tarot cards, and we met up, and she's like, yeah, I read tarot cards. And I'm like, oh, that's really cool. And we talk about astrology a lot. That's, like, you know, one of our main, like, super huge interests. And
just I just bashed my nose ring, so I'm sorry for that face.
And so she had these really cool tarot cards. I'm like, whoa, what is that? And she's, like, explaining it to me. The very, like, she had a better explanation at the time, but she just explained how I explained at the beginning. And I'm like, oh, that's really cool. And she did a tarot reading, and I'm like, what? And
really
I've always had,
cards.
Right, they're like pastel, really kawaii, cute cards. And I'm like, wow, like, this is really cool. Like, I've never heard of this before. Like, I did, but you're like, okay, Cleo, tell me the future, crystal ball. But you never think, like, oh, an everyday person could actually use this to help like, just their everyday life, especially because
a legit practice.
Because I had emotional, like, I call it my emotional turmoil. That's how I turned to, I'm just doing my other eyebrow on camera, because I have a Libra moon, and, like, it bothers me if, like, things aren't even, so even though I said I would do the other eyebrow off camera, I can't continue to do the other eyebrow.
Balance. She can't just half-ass it. She gotta have balance.
Yeah, like, that's not, like...
Which is A-okay. I feel like brows aren't where it gets super complicated. I think it's the eyeshadow, which Hannah's helped me learn how to blend. Like, the foundation. I'm so anal about, like, covering everything, because in high school, these girls, I get to preserve their hair. I'm not that high maintenance. They will leave, like, a ring of just pale ghost Casper. Like, hey, it literally looks like a mask, but not in, like, a good way. Ed Gein kind of way. Like, yeah, I don't... So, PTSD leads me to actually blend the fuck out of my foundation, but it always looks really good, so thanks for showing me, girls.
Everybody has to go through those phases, and then they can cringe on it later.
Yeah.
You know, that's like when my mom would say, like, when I had my really lonely times in high school, and I'd be like, I'm so lonely, I don't have any friends, and she'd be like, just think about it, Hannah, some people, like, they peak in high school. Like, that's the best they're ever gonna get, like, in friend groups, in, like, education, like, even, like, family life. It could be everything. Yeah. And then after high school, everything goes downhill for them, and then that's it. And then all they ever think about or ever talk about in any conversation is, oh, back in high school, back in this time, and or they just stay around their hometown forever.
Like, and end up on the news for, like...
And they're just that bum that, not bum. I mean, because bums are just whatever. But, you know what I'm saying? Like, they're the person that, like... Whatever. I'm like, I'm not one person to judge, Basically, what I'm trying to say is that life can get better after high school. Okay, I did my eyebrows. I'm
still peanut buttering my skin.
Okay, I'm gonna do one eye now. I'm gonna start my eye makeup, because I'm a eye makeup and then foundation person. Fight with your mama. You're not gonna fight with me about it. I'm gonna do one eye on camera, and then I'll do the other one off camera, because I'm not gonna edit both on camera, and we're gonna keep talking. And I mean, maybe we are entertaining, but I don't know. I just don't want to. And plus, I'm probably... Wait, Emma, I just realized we didn't grab any eyeshadow.
I was thinking it too, and I was like, she gonna grab it. She got it. Oh, yeah, but you're starting right now? Oh, well.
ADD problems. Pause.
I'll be the
Pause
next
for the
one.
pause. Fuck. I'm gonna have to take a pic.
Okay.
What? I didn't even...
No, but like, I was on the couch, but then you're like man-spreading me. Ew, ew. I did not like the way I just said that. Made it sound like you were spreading me. And that just thoroughly...
You said man-spreading, like, are you saying...
I said man-spreading me. In my head, we took it 2 different ways.
Okay, and then let's do the concealer part. So, why do we never give ourselves enough time to, like, properly film? Like,
well, I did kind of suggest this, and I have poor time management.
Like, sometimes, like, Emma's like, oh, we cannot do anything. And let's say it's, like, 4 hours before an event. And she'll be like, oh, we cannot do makeup. And I'd be like, Emma, it's 4 hours before we have to leave. And then sometimes she'll be like, we can do this. Let's do this. And I'm like, Emma, we have to leave in 15 minutes. And the thing would take, like, an hour, let's say. So I'm just, like, at this point, what is she thinking?
We should say what we're doing on the road. We're driving me, our brother halfway, drop off gifts, you know, because during COVID time. So, okay, so what about tarot?
What have our experiences been with tarot? Like, lately, I've been told by people, like, don't overdo it, like, you know, make sure you build a good relationship with your cards. I'm definitely, like, I'm a Gemini rising, so I definitely like to learn, but I also like to be the smartest in the room. It's kind of a curse.
29 degrees Gemini rising.
Not that I'm mean to people. I'm problematic for myself. Okay, I'm my own worst enemy. That's the problem. People think that you can be, like, bad and it's like a bad omen for other people. No, I'm a bad omen for myself. Okay? And I'm constantly like, I'm never the same for myself. Like, I think I've gotten like my own personal style down and then I don't. And then it's like I've completely changed. So with the tarot, I'm learning more about myself even more and like just having another kind of like voice of reason. So that's what I've come to understand about tarot readings. But Emma, though, has also come to understand that my deck means business. What do you think of my deck, Emma?
Oh my god, I was getting roasted. I was asking for guidance or clarification, and its response was, you have all the tools and you know what to do. I was like, well, fuck you then, tarot, damn. Roasting the hell out of me, and it even threw out my tower card, because that's my birth card, by the way. If y'all haven't seen what that card looks like, there's so much going on. Lightning striking the tower, it's on fire, and there's people... it is crumbling too. People are jumping out of a burning tower. And then my other card's the Chariot. So hopefully they survived and it's not like an EMT in the Middle Ages or something. Middle Ages.
There are websites you can find. You don't have to like calculate it yourself. Like you can just input your date of birth and the year. Me and my fiance have the exact same 3 tarot cards. But yeah, I think the only thing I would say is like, because we have ADD, ADHD, like, we tend to hyper-focus on stuff. If it starts to get really negative and, like, you tend to ruminate, just practice, like,
just disassociate.
Balance. Once you realize, like, it's getting a little bit too intense, like, you can step back because it can be very, fun, but just also, like, take care of yourself in that way, because sometimes it can be, like, well, damn, like, okay, then. It's a spiritual practice, so people think, like, spirituality is, like, all fun and games. It can be very tough. Wait, what color am I using? The thing about when I have pink hair, I'm going off the tarot topic, because I have pink hair, but I'm looking at this eye look, because I'm very regal. This is my look today. I'm like, you know, I want to wear these earrings, because, bitch, I am regal. I'll go raspberry. So anyways, that spirituality encompasses both good and bad. So you have to be, you know, cognizant of that when you're stepping into this realm. You can't all know all the good stuff without acknowledging that there's bad stuff.
Can you tell she was a Libra moon? No, I'm just kidding. Well, but also, though, her deck... Sorry to, like, interject, but is life path is number 4 for communication, so it literally, Hannah found out that it does speak really directly.
Well, the life path number 4, from what I've learned so far, and representative in the astrology, it's the 4th house, which is Cancer. It's going to nurture me. It's going to...
Tell you what you need to hear. It ties into, it being, like, the good and the bad. It's not going to just blow smoke up your wahoo.
Yeah.
.com. I feel like I could be like one of those voice people.
I think that aged us. We're millennials.
Hold up. Wait. I don't know the words to the song, but you know what, hold up.
Tiger Woods' mistress finally breaks her silence.
Oh my god, like we didn't already know, bitch.
Wow, you have money. Let's do the do. I can hear you beating your face. Like, it's not that serious, bro.
Oh, I'm sweating.
I can't tell. Okay, so it's like 4 is the path of accomplishment through hard work, attention to detail, tenacity, and belief in yourself. You know that nothing in life is certain, and yet your 4 personality does not deal well with doubt or disorder. Bitch, I am a disorder. Bitch, you don't even know. I did like a tarot spread called Interview Your Deck, and my deck's like personality is life path number 4. Pretty cool stuff. I'm loving tarot so far. I so far have learned that even like all the minor arcana, which is everything that isn't like the Fool, the Magician, that's called the Major Arcana. That has 21 cards. They're called the Major Trump cards.
There's a lot of them in there, which is surprising.
78 total in this pack. There's 21 in the Major Arcana, and then there's the other 4 suits. 4 suits. Yeah. And then those are Cups, Wands, Swords, Pentacles. And then they're like a deck of cards, like, you know, like playing cards, like, you know, Jack, Queen, King, you know, that's 1 through 10.
Well, and water, earth, earth, fire, and wind, that's what, like Queen of Cups is water, Wands, fire, Pentacles is earth, and then Swords is air. Her tarot deck is really, informative. She's been bonding with it, things have been going good. Try to be respectful of it because it really did put me in my place.
It was funny because one time, like, we were at my aunt's house and we were, like, doing, like, those no-tie blankets, like the fleece blankets, if anyone's ever made those. And we're doing them for family members, like my nephew's gifts. We're doing them, and I brought my tarot cards because I'm like, you know, my aunt and uncle are still kind of like, oh, you know, I didn't really tell them that I did the tarot things yet because I was like, I don't know how I'm kind of nervous. I don't know how people are going to react because I'm kind of trying to get over it. I was doing readings, and Emma's like, oh, I want to try it. I'm like, yeah, sure, whatever, go ahead.
Because I have a stellium and Gemini.
So Emma's just very much like, older siblings doing it. I want to do it.
I went to freaking summer school because Hannah got to go, and my mom had to ask the principal, and then after the first day I wanted to back out. I followed this bitch everywhere.
So Emma did it, and then she's like, oh yeah, we're gonna do it for my aunt, you know? And so we pulled all the cards, Emma shuffled the cards, did all the whole thing, and then she was starting to read it. She's like, haha, you know, we got it for my aunt. And then she started to read it, and then she's like, oh wait, and she started reading more. She's like, I think this is for me. I don't think this is for our aunt. And it was so funny.
My uncle turned. I'm like, oh, he's actually listening. Like,
because Emma started to read it out loud, and then she's like, yeah, and she's reading it. And my aunt's kind of like, doesn't really sound like me. And then Emma started, like, you could see she started starting to fade, and then she read it, and she's like, oh, I don't think this is for her. And then she started reading more, and she's like, oh, okay. And she's like, fair enough, Tara, you did an Uno reverse on me.
Yeah, because I was like, oh, I'm gonna get your cards, Jean. I'm gonna read it. And then it just fucking read me. And I was like, you know, I gotta respect the tarot deck because it really just...
It was the funniest stuff ever.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah.
It was just like, you know what? That's why you have
Checkmate,
you
bitch.
Can't really do a lot of readings on other people's decks. Like, I gave Emma permission at times, which was fine for her own readings.
Which is part of the... Because it had Hannah's energy on it. Even though I was pulling the cards, it still had Hannah's energy, so it's as if she was giving me a reading.
Right. It's not like Emma can, like, pull the cards and do the reading for my aunt. Like, that's kind of like a no-no. That's what we learned. And so I was kind of like just seeing what's going to happen. But I've since learned you have to clear the deck. You know, there's rules and, you know, methods to do that. We're learning, but it was funny because Emma just was like so excited, like, yes, I'm going to do it. And then she's like, oh, wait, this is for me. And then she's like, fair enough, Tarot. Like, it was really funny.
Yeah, because I'm in recovery, so it definitely was talking about being more involved with my AA group members, because I do lead a group every Tuesday. And I was like, wait a minute, it's talking about, like, staying cautious and shit. And I'm like, my aunt doesn't party. I'm like, what the hell? And I'm like, oh, it's talking about me.
She stays cautious as a hermit, like the hermit.
Yeah, I'm like, she ain't out partying and over talking people. Like,
there ain't no chance. Like, I'm gonna dissuade.
Bad juju.
I'm gonna clean up my under eye. This is how I do it. I basically go under my eye. If I use glitter, like...
My stomach is growling so loud.
Basically, if I go under my eye, if I have glitter, I use tape and kind of tape, like, away the glitter if it's intense. I'm going to do the other eye pretty much the same off camera and start my base. And then when we come back, I'll continue talking about tarot. So, yeah, we'll be back soon. Look at my eye look.
Ooh, pretty.
Is that your stomach?
Yes, my stomach is
sounds like a nuclear like warship.
Okay,
or,
it might be a
like breaker warship.
My stomach only wants food, but like it genuinely is like I need food just more often. Eat some nuts. Her eyes done. They look really cool. Like she's really good with eye makeup. Mine is simple.
I wanted to just do the quick like face makeup stuff. I'm kind of have odd steps, but if I do powder, I don't want like powder on my mascara.
Like that's the difference because she's someone that uses a bunch of different like colors. She loves using color and like sparkles and stuff. And if you do your foundation first, you're gonna have fallout. So that is very indicative of someone that really does
like use a lot of
color, like eyeshadow. You can tell that that's where, I mean, a lot of people do it, I feel. So if you're someone like me, I'm gonna use one shade, but she has helped me blend. So, but that's just more my vibe. I'm like, I really take pride in the face makeup part. Oh, do you want to do my eyebrows, or are you gonna pause for that? Like, wait for that.
I'll just do them on camera quick. It's not hard, difficult.
Okay, yeah, because my brows are already, like, shaped or whatnot, you know, like, there's that brush through, but did I already take that? So then, this is the E.l.f. brush. It's an eyebrow product with a brush with color. It's the best way I could describe it.
Exactly. See?
A little schmeary on the end there. Why'd you like drag it like it was a wand? Usually you just lightly brush it through. There we go.
I am a professional.
And I'm lazy. Like whenever she does my makeup, I nervously am like, I don't care. And then as she's doing it, I'm like, wait, but you're doing this right and this and this, and all of a sudden I'm like, wait, what does it look like? Why is the one
Here, use this to brush both of them.
Thank you, Hannah, for helping.
Let me just start doing my base.
Yeah, because I did the 5-minute alarm.
This will be fun. Let's do my base.
All that noise is just...
And I'm very...
Oh, sorry. I'm getting...
If Emma's lazy with eyeshadow, I am lazy with my base. I have been blessed with nice skin, very few pimples. I didn't really like to wear foundation in school. Millennial, like Emma said, like the way that the way that the foundation was shown in school, it was like a brown, like peanut butter poopy line on your your forehead and your jawline, and I just was like, you know what? I'd rather not, because you have to keep touching it up. It feels gross, and I just couldn't be bothered. Because most of the time I just roll out of bed, and like I did wear a nice outfit, and like I wore like maybe eyeliner was like the most I did with a mascara. And then eventually, like, I think when I really got an eyeshadow was like college. But you have to remember, folks, you know, if you're, you know, I don't know how old people are, if they're gonna be like more middle-aged women. I don't know what the demographic is gonna be like. If they're, you don't think, I don't know
if you've been around the block.
You know, I'm 26 years old, okay? So I graduated 2013. If I'm making you feel old, I apologize. This is reality, you know? Sorry. So I'm gonna use a brush to put my foundation on. I don't normally, but that's just gonna be my vibe today.
I'm gonna do this dark color. Did you use this color?
Use the one next to it.
Why?
I just
Oh,
did.
you did? Oh, okay. I'm
just
using this one. It's called Crazy for the Jaclyn Hill Palette Volume 2.
Well, it's kind of fast. I like it. Look how fast that was, Emma.
Oh, wow.
It's like, face is covered. I feel an obligation when I have such a nice eyeshadow sometimes where I'm like, I should probably wear foundation because it looks like, you know, party on the eyes and like lazy pimples on the face, or like, you know, clearly she didn't, like, she just stopped caring. Especially with my hair. Like, people, like, when I wear my hair in a bun, and then they'll be like, oh my god, like, I'll take my hair out to, like, redo it. They're like, oh my god, you have such beautiful hair, why don't you wear it? I'm like, why don't you grow your hair out this long and then wear it down? Okay, Karen, it's hot. And I'm fucking fat, okay? I'm fat and it's hot. And you know what? It gets tangled and I have to brush it. You don't. You get to sit there and be like, look how pretty it is.
Well, but they don't realize that there are layers to the hair. So even hairstylists will be like, even mine, my hair, half of it's gone. And like, they'll start brushing and they'll be like, oh, your hair is really thick. I'm like, yeah.
we're going to be in the car mostly. Like, we're not going to be going inside hardly, so I'm fine for today wearing foundation. No, in 2019 I got the lip ring, right? Yeah, 2019 I got the lip ring.
Which I took a 10-minute decision for my nose ring, even though I had been contemplating it before, but my decision making to actually do it took me 10 minutes, all of 10 minutes. Like my tattoo, love it. It is perfect. Love that I have it. I decided what the design was that morning.
I was just thinking about this. I've seen people get like tarot tattoos. Would you ever consider getting a tarot tattoo?
I know I want yin and yang, and I haven't decided on anything else, really.
Like, if I found the right one or the right symbol or something, I would totally get it. You know, I mean, I'm not gonna, like, just get it right away. Like, I'd have to think about it, of course. But, like, I could totally see myself getting a tarot, like, tattoo. Just something I thought about, like...
Like a sister tattoo. We're still thinking about that. And I, not to hate on our own astrology, but I don't really like the Cancer symbol. It looks like 69, and you cannot convince me that it does not look like that.
You know, it'd be a funny video, roasting our own astrological chart just for fun. Like in a funny, like in a self-deprecating way, because if they think that Cancers are crybabies, we are actually very funny because we can be, like, we can roast ourselves. Yeah, we can be, like, play the victim mentality, but, like, it can also be really funny, like...
Cancers are very funny, so are Virgos. They're actually one of the top funniest signs,
like,
they said.
Kevin Hart's a Cancer. He's a June Cancer, I think.
Will Ferrell.
Is he, or is he a beginning of July Cancer? I'm a third deacon Cancer, so I'm a Pisces influence Cancer. That's why people, when they saw me in one of the Facebook group chats, they thought I looked like a Pisces. I'm like, yeah, because I have the Pisces influence.
What's mine?
Yours, Scorpio, I believe. Because Emma's is July 11th. Let me just double check, because it goes by year too. It's not just... There's deacons to this shit. Deacon freaking.
It's like my face feels very dry all of a sudden.
Okay, guys, I have to do some of the rest of my face off camera. Emma has finished her eye makeup because we're running a little bit behind. You know, last minute shiz, so you'll see me all done up. Emma's all done up. We'll be in the car, but we'll be fabulous. So, all right. Transition. And we're in the car now. Hello, guys. Tires, here, hold it up. Guys, we have been recording for a good, like...
I'm gonna actually pee my pants if I...
We have been recording for a good 5 minutes down the road! Oh my god, I'm such an idiot! I'm sitting here, we're just talking! And then we look and I'm like, why does it look weird? It's like, because we're not recording, idiot!
She was just saying, not recorded now, but like, that I'm the one holding it, like, she wasn't recording.
Oh, wait, we're supposed to stop at the store.
Fuck the store right now. Can't make that shit up. Fuck, how dumb was that? 80. Yeah, well, I mean, to be fair, I'm driving.
What does that mean?
Because I can't look at the camera.
Meaning that if you were the one in charge of the camera, that you wouldn't have, like, you would have realized that
Yes. Because I have to make sure that we get home safe. It's really foggy and pretty out.
Even though you were the one that broke the holder and I have to hold this.
Yeah.
You know what, guys? I think this is just, like, divine intervention that we need to, like, regroup and just come back when we can have a better setup for you. But this is really funny, I think.
Yeah.
This is something. This is a hot mess just like us. And if nothing else...
We just wanted to give you, like, a little bit of a taste of us in the car. I think we'll drive everywhere else. We do have just for fun, because with an area that we live in, that is the fun part. A lot of food places, not really much to do. So,
for now, this is the outro of this day. Peace, bitches.